there's been multiple articles written. I'll refer to one from Front Office Sports about possible places where the Rays could end up, whether it's the beginning of the season or total. I'm still not totally understanding. Like they're not going to be ready to play at the start of the year, which is March 27th. But I'm like, are they going to spend $150 million to get the new roof? Like, I don't know. That's what's getting talked about behind the scenes right now, Trevor, because I know the Rays don't want to foot that bill. It doesn't sound like it's insured the way it should be, and that it would take forever. And they've got a new park coming in a few years. So this could end up being a little more of a permanent spot. We might have Sacramento on the West Coast and something like Dunedin on the East Coast. So 4 places that were put out in this article were Port Charlotte, which is the Rays spring training home. And you've got Orlando, where ESPN's got their whole complex, but that place gets used up a ton. They make a lot of money on that place with all kinds of youth tournaments. Probably a tough spot to have permanently, even though the city could probably support them pretty well for a little bit. I'm biased. I live there. TD Ballpark in Dunedin for the Blue Jays home. And then Miami, where the Marlins are, does not seem realistic to me at all. I mean, you're completely relocating people. You have to split that ballpark. The schedule's already out. I would cross that one off. But what do you think, dude? If you're a Rays player, first off, what do you think? And then as just a media guy, what's going to happen?
The fact that there might be 2 like stopgap smaller parks in the league, both in the AL too. So like all of the AL is like, Jesus, we don't want to like have to go to these, out in the middle of nowhere. I'll throw this out there though. Can you come up with some agreement for Buffalo? They already upgraded the place. It's already big enough and it's already kind of close to major league ready. Obviously this would there'd be some compensation left, right, and center, but at least you're close to your division too. You don't have to go all the way up to New York as much anymore. You're closer to all the other teams you have to play all the time. So like that would work out a little bit better. But yeah, this is not ideal for the players and the people that work for the organization. It's funny. 6 months ago, if you said, "Hey, would you miss the Trop?" You're like, "No." But if there's a situation where you don't know what's happening, and this is really bad timing. You don't want to replace that terrible roof, anyways. You're already moving, so finding a stopgap for not just spring training in like a couple months of the season or whatever, having to do it for possibly for 3 or 4 years. I'm not envious of having to figure that out. But I don't know why Dunedin's thrown out here all the time. The place is tiny. If it seats like 48 people, and it's just in the middle of a neighborhood, there's nowhere to park. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how that would be possible. I would say Clearwater over that. But of course, if you're already going to try to boot out a Blue Jays franchise, or not franchise, but minor league affiliate, do Buffalo.
Except Buffalo in April sucks.
True.
It does.
Buffalo in April is cold, May, freezing. Either way, I mean, I like both those places. I hope they don't spend the 9 figures. We don't know how many 9 figures it is. If it's 100,000, 100 million, 200 million. I hope they don't. Like, I feel like that is such a waste of money on something you're going to tear down. And I don't know what the insurance stuff is. So to me, find a place for these 3 years. Don't make it one of these places.
Well, what's the place?
Montreal. Figure out Montreal. They can get back on. Hey, it's kind of like you're buying a new car. You know what? Hey, we're going down on vacation. We're going to rent a car. Let's get one of these. I think we might get these. We own it for a week. It's ours. We drive it like we stole it. And hey, you know what? Everybody really liked Montreal. All of a sudden now you have some bidders. Montreal's back in the mix. Nashville we'll get to in a little bit. Like, to me, if I'm Montreal, I'm like, oh, parlez-vous français de l'Angleterre, mon chéri.
You might have to work for the Montreal Rays if we go there, dude.
They don't pay me enough.
Somebody said Ratatouille. I think that's great. I think Montreal would be like, come on. They might be able to get them bought in. I think at the end of the day, getting the city you go to bought in to help you out with some of the things that need to happen. They would love it. And Canada's like, 2 teams. Let's go. And everyone loves Montreal. Anyone who played when Montreal was a team was like, Montreal is one of the best places to go. So, I don't know why.
There's already a connection there, too.
It's Montreal, okay? Montreal. You can't – Montreal, man.
I'm saying the same thing.
Montreal.
Montreal. I'm American. That's
No.
how I mean. I'm. Here's the deal. I'll say it in your fancy way if it actually happens. Otherwise, we're only saying it a few times. But there is a connection there. Remember, the Rays did try and at least throw out to the public their plan for a 50-50 split, how they'd play. And Kratz was amazing on that, actually.
Oh, yeah,
Trevor.
when we were together.
Epic.
That's right.
Kratz did his audition with me for TV at MLB back in the day, and we were on for that, and he was just ripping it. It was so good, too. And I was like, that was like the moment. Yeah, but that was the aha moment. Like, it was part of the Foul Territory Foundation where I was like, oh, this guy is so real. I never hear people talk like this, right? Because usually everyone's just like, you're used to old school TV, and they're just like, well, that would be swell, and that would be a good opportunity for them. And Kratz is like, do you know how screwed up that would be for the players right now? And I was just like, no, please tell me you're the player, and we and we're not on TV right now. This is an audition. And then after it, I was like, oh, this guy's real. So anyway, this is different. This would be full time, so your feelings would change.
100%.
Yeah, you're just
it's their
there.
City. You're there. Trevor would love to go and play for Montreal. He would love it. Baby, wife, everybody would go.
Wait, what's that? Say that.
I told you that for my retirement.
She's not watching the show. She's taking a nap right now.
No, I'm not going. But I think they would love it. So good luck, guys.
All right, cool. Well, I like that. That was good chat. And yeah, we'll continue to put news out there about this, obviously on TV, but also I know people are super interested on YouTube and on social. So we'll keep covering it. Looking for recipes to bring the autumn feels? Hello, have you tried HelloFresh yet? America's #1 meal kit gives you over 50 recipes to choose from. Each week, they pre-portion the ingredients and then they ship them right to your doorstep.
Picky eaters like Scott or people looking to fit a specific lifestyle have met their match. HelloFresh features preferences like fit and wholesome, quick and easy, or vegetarian.
HelloFresh helps me eat healthier and maintain my presence as a popular chef at home with my kids. I'm bringing variety to the dinner table.
Just stop with the endless recipe searching, or you're spending a whole bunch of money on a big jar of spices just for a pinch. That's all you need. You can also get step-by-step recipe cards, making cooking simpler by using HelloFresh.
Get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/freeFT. Applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/freeFT. Hey everybody, be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.